Craigslist connects millions of people every day, making it one of the most popular online marketplaces in the world. From finding a new apartment to selling an old bike, it's become a go-to platform for countless transactions, big and small. But behind this convenience and sense of community, there's a hidden danger that many users never see coming. The very openness that makes Craigslist appealing also leaves the door wide open for those with bad intentions. According to the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, thousands of online classified scams are reported every single year, and these are just the cases that make it to law enforcement. Many more go unreported, lost in the digital noise. In 2023 alone, non-payment and non-delivery scams cost Americans over $340 million. That's hundreds of millions of dollars vanishing from the pockets of everyday people, money that was meant for rent, bills, or savings. This isn't a rare problem. It's a nationwide epidemic, affecting people in every state from big cities to small towns. No one is immune, and the impact is felt everywhere. Every dollar lost represents real hardship for real people. Behind every statistic is a story. A family struggling to make ends meet, a student losing tuition money, or a retiree's savings wiped out in an instant. Scammers don't see faces, just easy targets. To them, every user is a potential payday, and they use sophisticated tricks to lure in even the most cautious among us. They exploit trust, turning a community tool into a weapon for profit. What starts as a friendly conversation can quickly become a trap, with scammers using fake identities and convincing stories to win your confidence. The internet's anonymity lets them strike from anywhere in the world, then vanish without a trace. They can be thousands of miles away, yet just a click from your wallet. Law enforcement struggles to keep up, overwhelmed by the sheer volume and complexity of these crimes. For victims, the chances of recovering lost money are slim and justice is often out of reach. For criminals, it's low risk, high reward, and the battlefield is your screen. With just a few keystrokes, they can launch scams that reach thousands of people in seconds. The scale is massive, touching every corner of the country. From coast to coast, no community is untouched by the reach of online fraud. Understanding these numbers, and the stories behind them, is the first step to protecting yourself and those you care about. Knowledge is power, and awareness can make all the difference. Craigslist can be a great resource, a place to find deals and connect with your community, but only if you use it wisely and stay alert to the risks. Stay skeptical. Sometimes a great deal is just bait. If something feels off, trust your instincts and take a step back. The threat is real and growing, with new scams emerging all the time. Staying informed is more important than ever. Awareness is your first line of defense. By understanding the risks and learning how to spot the warning signs, you can protect yourself and help others stay safe in the digital marketplace. Enter the Craigslist Trap, a deal that's just too good to pass up. It's the kind of offer that makes your heart race and your mind start spinning with possibilities. You stumble across it while browsing, and suddenly, you're imagining how much money you'll save, or how lucky you are to have found it before anyone else. It could be a car that's thousands below market value, an apartment in the perfect neighborhood at a shockingly low rent, or the latest smartphone for half the retail price. These listings are designed to catch your eye and make you feel like you've stumbled onto a hidden gem. The ad looks flawless. Great photos, a detailed description, and a backstory that makes sense. Maybe the seller claims they're moving overseas, or they need to sell quickly due to a family emergency. The story is crafted to sound authentic, and the pressure to act fast is almost overwhelming. Scammers count on your excitement to cloud your judgment. They want you to feel like you're about to win the lottery so you don't stop to ask the tough questions. They create a sense of urgency. Maybe there are other buyers interested, or the seller has a personal emergency and needs to close the deal immediately. Sometimes you'll see banners screaming, "limited time offer," or get messages urging you to act before it's too late. The goal? To get your money or your personal information before you have a chance to realize it's a scam. They want you to act on impulse, not logic, and to hand over cash, wire money, or share sensitive details without a second thought. The product is just bait. The real prize for the scammer is your cash or your identity. Once you've taken the bait, it's almost impossible to get your money back, and your personal information could be used for months or even years to come. This isn't about intelligence. Anyone can fall for it. Scammers are experts at manipulating emotions and creating believable stories. They know how to make you feel special, chosen, or just plain lucky. We've seen students, retirees, and professionals all get caught in these traps. No one is immune because the tactics are designed to bypass logic and target your hopes, your needs, or your sense of urgency. The common thread: letting their guard down for just a moment. All it takes is a single lapse in judgment, a moment of distraction, or a rush of excitement to fall victim. Scammers are patient. They're willing to wait for the right moment, and they know exactly how to push your buttons. Whether it's by offering a deal you can't refuse, or by making you feel like you're about to miss out. Recognizing the structure of the Craigslist trap is key. If you can spot the warning signs, the urgency, the unbelievable price, the pressure to act, you can protect yourself and those you care about. If a deal seems too good, pause and investigate. Take a moment to research the seller, compare prices, and look for reviews or complaints. Trust your instincts if something feels off. Don't let urgency override caution. Scammers want you to rush, but taking a breath and thinking critically is your best defense. See the bait for what it is: a trap designed to separate you from your money or your identity. Protect yourself by thinking before you act. Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Stay alert, stay skeptical, and you'll avoid the trap. Meet Sarah, a recent college graduate who's just moved to a bustling new city to start her very first job. She's excited, hopeful, and a little nervous, like anyone would be when stepping into the next chapter of their life. But with student loans and rent to pay, her budget is tight, and she's determined to make every dollar count. One of her first priorities is finding a reliable car to get to work. After days of searching online, she stumbles upon what seems like the perfect deal. A 5-year-old sedan listed on Craigslist for just $3,000. That's less than half of what similar cars are selling for in her area. The photos look great, and the description checks all her boxes. The seller, who calls himself Mark, reaches out quickly. He explains that he's a member of the military, currently deployed overseas, and needs to sell the car fast before his deployment is extended. He says the car is already packed and ready to be shipped to Sarah's city. To prove his story, Mark sends over a series of photos: the car, his military ID, and even official-looking documents. He also shares a link to a shipping company's website, which looks professional and legitimate at first glance. Mark reassures Sarah that the transaction will be handled safely. He claims that both Craigslist and eBay are involved, and that their secure payment systems will protect her money until she receives and inspects the car. All Sarah needs to do, he says, is wire the payment to an escrow agent, who will hold the funds until she confirms she's happy with the car. The process sounds official, and Mark's emails are filled with details that make everything seem above board. Mark even promises that Sarah will have 5 full days to inspect the car once it arrives. If she's not satisfied for any reason, she'll get a full refund, no questions asked. The offer feels risk-free, and Sarah's worries start to fade. Feeling reassured by the guarantees and the professional-looking documents, Sarah heads to her bank and wires the $3,000 to the account provided by Mark. She double-checks everything, wanting to believe she's made a smart, safe choice. Almost immediately, she receives a tracking number and a link to follow the car's shipment online. She checks the website daily, watching the progress bar move closer to her city, feeling a mix of excitement and relief. But then, suddenly, the shipping website disappears. Mark's email bounces back and his phone goes straight to voicemail. Sarah tries to reach out again and again, but there's no response. Panic sets in as she realizes something is terribly wrong. Days pass, but the car never arrives. The driveway remains empty, and Sarah's hope turns to dread. She soon discovers that the entire setup, Mark, the shipping company, the escrow service, was nothing but an elaborate scam. Sarah is devastated. She's lost her hard-earned savings, money she'd worked for years to save. The experience leaves her feeling embarrassed, angry, and deeply betrayed. The scammers used every trick in the book: urgent deadlines, fake documents, and the names of trusted brands to make their story believable. They preyed on Sarah's trust and her need for a good deal. By insisting on a wire transfer, they made sure the money was gone forever. Impossible to trace, impossible to recover. Once Sarah sent the money, there was nothing she or her bank could do. Her savings vanished in an instant. Sarah's story is a classic Craigslist trap, a cautionary tale for anyone searching for deals online. She learned the hard way that if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Don't let it happen to you. Always verify, never rush, and remember, real deals don't require you to risk everything. Stay alert and protect yourself from the Craigslist trap. Another common scam targets sellers with fake checks. You list an item, a buyer sends a check for much more than the price. They ask you to deposit it, keep your share, and wire the rest to a shipper. The check looks real, and your bank may even clear it, at first. Weeks later, the bank discovers it's fake. You're on the hook for the full amount. You lose your money, your item, and may face bank fees. Scammers prey on your trust and willingness to help. Never accept overpayments or wire money back to buyers. Legitimate deals are simple. You get the agreed amount, nothing more. Anything more complicated is a red flag. Stay alert and protect yourself. Rental scams are rampant, especially in competitive markets. Scammers post beautiful apartments at low rents using stolen photos. The landlord claims to be out of the country and can't meet in person. They build trust with personal stories and urgency. Many applicants act fast. To secure the place, you're asked to wire a deposit and first month's rent. You might even get a fake lease, but the property was never theirs to rent. Once you send money, the scammer disappears. The dream apartment never existed. Don't wire money for a place you haven't seen. Not all scams target your wallet. Some want your identity. Phishing scams mimic Craigslist or buyers, tricking you into clicking fake links. You're asked to verify your account or send photos, but the link leads to a fake login page. Enter your info, and scammers gain access to your accounts. If you reuse passwords, the damage can spread fast. Scammers may use your account to post more scams or steal sensitive data. Another trick: fake security alerts urging you to secure your account. Craigslist never asks for your password via email. Treat urgent messages and suspicious links with extreme caution. One click can lead to identity theft. Protect yourself by spotting the warning signs. Red flag 1. Prices far below market value. Red flag 2. Poor grammar or awkward language in ads or emails. Red flag 3. Sellers or buyers who refuse to meet in person. Excuses like military deployment or family emergencies are common. Legitimate local deals happen face-to-face. Red flag 4. Requests for wire transfers, gift cards, or cash apps. Scammers push to move conversations off Craigslist. Insist on cash, in-person transactions in public places. If something feels off, trust your instincts. Caution is your best defense. Knowing the red flags is good, taking action is better. Always deal locally and in person. Meet in busy public places. Police stations or coffee shops are ideal. Bring a friend and let someone know your plans. Use cash for payment. For big purchases, meet at a bank. Never carry large amounts of cash alone. For sellers, cash eliminates bounced checks. For buyers, don't pay until you have the item. Walk away from anyone who refuses to meet or pressures you. There will always be other deals. Your safety and security come first. Trust your gut. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Use Craigslist as intended, safely connecting with your community. The digital world offers opportunity and risk. Scammers adapt quickly, always looking for new ways to exploit trust. The Craigslist trap isn't just one scam, but a mindset of deception. Stories like Sarah's remind us of the real cost: lost money, lost trust. But knowledge is power. Learn the red flags, insist on safe practices, and trust your instincts. You don't have to avoid online platforms, just use them wisely. Stay informed, stay cautious, and you'll stay safe. Share this knowledge to protect others. For more tips on staying safe online, subscribe to our channel.